Live from the rinks in Hop Park, New York, the Stony Brook University Seawolves take on the University of Delaware Blue Hens in an ACHA divisional matchup. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. This is Andy Bignani. Last night, the Stony Brook Seawolves soundly defeated the University of Delaware Blue Hens by the score of 9-3. The Seawolves jumped out to an early 2-0 lead, but the Blue Hens capitalized on a power play goal, and then just 20 seconds later, on a blistering wrist shot from Zigarelli to tie the score. In the second period, the Seawolves exploded, scoring 4 goals, and took a commanding 6-2 lead into the third period. In the final period of the game, the Seawolves extended their lead to 9-2, adding 3 shorthanded goals, including 2 on the same PK. The Blue Hens then added another goal. It was a shorthanded goal very late in the period. And when the final buzzer sounded, the Seawolves soundly defeated the Blue Hens by the score of 9-3. Let's bring in Andy Seacock. Let's talk a little bit about last night's game.
Well, Andy, last night was a tale of, at least in the first period, the tale of 2 periods where we had a lot of open action back and forth, where Stony Brook really controlled the first 10 minutes of that period, and they were getting some quality shots on goalie Dylan Troiano. The second half of the period, Delaware woke up and came right back on Payne Yoder, scored those 2 goals quickly. The worst thing that happened for them was that period had to end, because those 15 minutes of intermission took away all the momentum they had, and Stony Brook just put the pedal to the metal. And when you score a goal 45 seconds into the period, and it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, it took the wind out of the sails from Delaware, and then they scored again and it went up 4-2. And you could kind of see the head starting to sink a little bit. Dylan Troiano could do the best he could on 55 shots last night, but did not get a lot of help defensively.
And most goalies won't even see 55 shots in the series, let alone 55 shots in one game.
Good point. And one of the things we talked about last night with Coach Garofalo was basically look, hey, we have to sometimes put 60 shots on Dylan to beat him and to beat this team. And I had watched them play, the last 4 years here, and the scores have always been close, maybe 2-goal difference. Last night was the first time ever I've seen such a differential in the goal scoring, and we had the great opportunity to speak to Dylan's father down in the cafe area, Sal. Very nice gentleman. Had some great compliments about Seawolves Hockey Live, and again, we appreciate that because we do it for passion, of course. And
we always appreciate people from everywhere in all walks of life listening to us.
And we talked about how Dylan has been the back keeper here for over 3 years now. He's played probably 60 to 70 games, and has been the strong man for Delaware.
And then one of the other constants that we've seen in the last few years when these two teams get to meet, the penalties.
Yes.
And boy, were there a lot of them.
We're gonna talk a little bit about that too right now. A couple of opportunities last night for a referee to take control of this game. One was the slashing call on Stemke when he slashed Troiano, but Troiano slashed back.
Right.
So there was no call on Troiano. So what happened was, at that particular point, Dylan had lost his cool anyway. He had given up so many goals. He was probably more upset at himself than anything else.
Yeah, that's one of those. He wasn't necessarily frustrated at Stemke.
No, not at all.
That was just tension that kind of boiled over at that point, and it's like he was the one who was right in front of him.
And then what happened was the team fed off on that, and then they started to take their liberties, and it was like that last 5 minutes of the game took 20 minutes to play it. So we hope today that it's a more competitive game. It's always better. I mean, we watched that first period, and what did we say to each other in that first period? This is going to be some game, And then all of a sudden, the second period, the explosion from the Seawolves, and a big change in that perspective of the game.
And that's where you then saw the change in demeanor from both teams. Where one kept going and the other started playing gritty along the boards.
We have some changes in the lineup today for both squads, so let's talk a little bit about that. Scratch today for the Seawolves was going to be really the whole fourth line. Joe Amarand, who's out, after that fight yesterday, so he's got a one-game suspension. I'm sure he's out. Joe Bakiki is still out with a lower body. Boudreaux's out, healthy scratch.
And you got
Molnar's out, healthy scratch.
And Lynn's
out, healthy scratch. But in the lineup tonight is going to be 29 Linker, 89 Slager,
and Gillette.
And Gillette. So that fourth line is going to have a lot of speed, a lot of guts, and a lot of grit.
And knowing that this is a big chance for them to see if they can get some extra ice time.
Absolutely. Especially with the newcomers coming in, and these guys have the ability.
This is a show-me game for these guys that they can show the coaching staff, like, hey, we can take those minutes too.
All right, a couple of scratches for Delaware. Obviously, DeSimone, who got in that fight yesterday, he's out. And Cassone, 16, is out. Torrey, 10, is out. I'm trying to see who else.
And Felice is out too.
And Felice is out as well.
He was a pretty big player for Delaware yesterday.
Yeah, so we're going to have starting lineups for them are going to be Zucker, 28, number 28. He's going to be centering John Redgate on right wing and Mike Redgate on left wing. So the two Redgate brothers will be on the team, on that line. Jenny will be on defense, the left side, and Zidansik on the right side. And in net, Dylan Churiano. Why not? Let's let Dylan come back in, redeem himself maybe a little bit. Maybe the team will rise up, and it's a new day, The team got a good night's sleep last night. We talked to the head coach in the cafe area. Hockey's this. You just wipe it off and go to the next game.
When it comes down to it, everybody on Delaware's roster has to have short memory of what happened last night, and Stony Brook has to have a short memory of what happened yesterday too. They don't want to say, okay, we just won 9-3 yesterday, we can coast through this game, because they can't.
Exactly. The Seawolves will start with who else? Number 17, the captain, JT Hall. Number 14, Brendan Calillo. Number 77, Chris Stemke. Frank Sherding on left defense. Parker Bishop on number 3 on right defense. And back in net, Payne Yoda. Why not?
And you want to hear a wild stat? The three of them yesterday, Stemke, Hall, and Colello, 14 points combined between the three of them.
Yeah, I was going to make mention that their line scored often, and they had a tremendous input and effect on the game yesterday for the Seawolves.
Yes, they did.
And we have to also mention yesterday that, and I mentioned it a little earlier, about the 3 shorthanded goals. The one shorthanded goal I actually maybe called it right at the blue line was Bozer. As soon as he got that puck on his stick, he was gone. Nobody could catch him.
And once he got around his man, it was off to the races.
Right. So, and then JT Hall, I think was his hat trick goal was the shorthanded goal, and then I'm not sure who got the other one. Was it Stemke who got the other one, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Stemke. So that line had 2 of the shorties. Brian Bozer had the other one. So the warm-up is over. The Seawolves and the Blue Hens are heading off. They're going to cut the ice, and we'll be back for the start of the game. Stick around. You're watching Seawolves Hockey Live. And welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. This is Andy Mignani along with Andy Sukoff, Trevor behind the controls. And we are just a little pregame here as they're always got something going on here at the rinks to help the community out. And what my producer said, what is it? This is the League of Yes today. There's a raffle going on here. They have the children on the ice with the Ice Girls, and as the teams start to make their way on. And every weekend the team is home. They have something going on here, which is great. Fundraisers and such for the local charities and the local community.
Yeah, and that's what makes the local community get involved with the program.
All right, lights have been dimmed, and the Seawolves will get ready to make their way onto the ice. All righty, and here they come. Yeah, looks like we're going to have another good crowd down here today. It's still filing in. It's always nice when Delaware comes into town because they're not that far away.
That's a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, we were talking with Sal Churiano, Dylan Churiano's dad, who lives in New Jersey. Made the 80-mile drive, not too bad. And a lot of players, some 4 or 5 players right from the local area here. So the players are on the ice, and we're going to kick it down to Jim Maritano in a minute or so to give you the starting lineups for both teams. The head coaches, here we go.
Stony Brook Seawolves and the ACHA welcome you to today's game between the visiting University of Delaware and the Stony Brook Seawolves. Here are your starting lineups. For Delaware, number 12, John Redgate. Number 21, Michael Redgate. Number 23, Devin Jennings. Number 24, Michael Zidanzik. Number 28, Cole Sucker. And in goal, number 29, Dylan Troiano. And now, the starting lineup for your Stony Brook Seawolves. Number 3, Parker Bishop. 14, Brendan Colorado. Number 17, J.T. Hall. Number 27, Frank Shannon. Number 77, Chris Stuckey. And in goal, number 31, Dane Schroeder.
A short break, we'll be right back.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, folks, we're back and getting ready to rock the puck. These two teams went at it last night. As you know, if you watched the game, you know the score was 9-3. The Stony Brook Seawolves dominated the game in almost every facet from the second period forward.
Yeah, they did, Andy. They looked really good in the second half of the game, and that's what you want to see if you're the coaching staff and the rest of the team, where they're playing very strongly against a strong opponent.
A lot of firsts, you know, for me watching this team last night. First, 3 shorthanded goals, 2 on 1 penalty kill.
That's not something you see very often on any level, let alone here.
All right, ceremonial puck drop there between the 2 captains, Rudgate and Hall. JT Hall's getting a message from the little guy telling him, go get him now. And good job here by the Ice Girls and the Stony Brook University Seawolves here. Payne Yoda in net for the Seawolves. Dylan Truriano for the Blue Hens. Blue Hens are going to be looking to redeem themselves from yesterday's game.
And to do that, well, they have to jump out early. They can't fall behind quickly like they did yesterday, because that's going to be where they really run into problems and they have to play catch up again.
All right, you got Mike Messino and Kowicki up here helping us out on the cameras. That's Mike Kowicki and Mike Messina, 2 mics. All right, referees Bendy's getting ready to drop the puck. We got Roth on one line and Levitt on the other. Here we go. Seawolves win the draw. Parker Bishop back to Shirting, back to Bishop. Stemke bangs it off the wall. Ice is still a little sticky out there. Got it in by Colillo in the zone of the Blue Hens. Fires it all the way around. Fired up the wall. Parker Bishop keeps it in, fires it back behind the net. Brandon Colillo back on the forecheck. Stemke picks it up, turns to Colillo, turns and fires a shot. It's saved by Chiriano.
And Hall had an angle for it, but he was undercut by Zdancic. He couldn't get to the puck. He would have had an open net.
Yeah. Seawolves quick start here. Shirting will walk it in on right wing. Shirting fires it high over the top of the net. Colillo's shot deflected in front, picked up by Zigarelli. He'll start behind his net. This is Redgate. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not Redgate. It's 22. That's Zitsky. Fires a shot blocked by Shirting. Murphy just sends it up to nobody. We're going to have a penalty here. Early going. We already have somebody going to go to the box.
And you're going to see the officials try to get a wrangle on this one early so that things don't get out of hand like they did in the second half of yesterday's game.
Yeah, Niski was the one that came in and had the shot. That hit was deflected off. It's going to be Zigarelli going off for the Blue Hens and the Seawolves. For a rough, he'll go. And Bendy's will make no bones about it. He will make the calls. Face off, won by the Seawolves. We got a whistle. The music is still playing. I guess they'll do the face-off again. 1 second is ticked off on the penalty. Crockett will take the draw for the Seawolves. He's out there with Colillo, Osaski, Kasha, and Cartwright. Puck's batted out, and they'll do it again in the zone.
Yeah, hit off the, looks like the air conditioning fixture.
Looks like Coach Garofalo is going with Cartwright on the point.
Well, you want to have a guy who's
who has
a little bit more defensively minded in case the puck gets out.
Kasha rips the shot. Bad save by Choriano. Picked up by Colillo. Sends it back to Kasha at the point. Kasha to Colillo. Colillo back to Kasha. Kasha, wrist shot. Knocked down in front. Did not get through. Good block by number 15. That's Mullen. Picked up by Kasha. Outlets it to Cartwright. Back to Kasha. To the neutral zone comes Crockett. He's got Osaski on the wing. Drops it back to Kasha. Kasha walks in. Makes a move. Turns it back to Cartwright, who gets it back to Kasha. Back to Cartwright. Walking in. Sends a shot down low. Looking for a rebound. And skids to the corner. And knocked all the way down by Lambert.
Troiano made the kick save on Cartwright's wrist shot. It didn't really get any kind of elevation on there. But it was a good look for the rebound by the Stony Brook attack.
All right, Seawolves making a change. This is Stemke. Stemke up to the neutral zone and gets it back over to Kasha. Kasha with the puck, controls it on the half wall on the near side. Over to Devin Palmieri, whose shot was deflected to the wall by Lamberton. Stemke behind the net. Makes a move, turns it back to the wall on the far side to Riccardi. Riccardi over to Hall. Hall touch pass to 30, winds and fires. And that was deflected way up into the rafters. Delaware getting further more shots, letting less shots come through, which is important.
And last night we saw a lot of open chances for the Seawolves offense. They were getting around the Delaware defense. They're not getting as much space in the open ice.
35 to go on the power play and all the way down into the Seawolves zone. Yoda will go after it as Redgate is coming hard and fast. We'll send it back around to Riccardi. Riccardi being watched by Redgate and gets it up to Hall. Nice move around Zucker to their neutral zone. This is Hall to Stemke. Stemke sends it to the net for the deflection from Hall, and it just skidded wide.
There's a good look there by Stemke, seeing Hall right in front of Troiano. Just couldn't get it across.
Third attempt failed here, kept in by Riccardi. Riccardi comes all the way around the net, gets it to Hall. Hall controls it. Back to the point to Schurting. Schurting sends it down to Stemke. The penalty is over now. Seawolves 0 for 1 on the power play.
They were able to get 2 shots on, which is, they weren't, unfortunately, not able to get
good move by
chances.
Hall. Good move by JT Hall. Stemke holding the point for the Seawolves. This is picked up by Ricciardi, who sends it back up the wall to Stemke. Stemke will just send it down, trying to keep it in as Miller. He does it. Deflection by Palmieri is a goal. Devin Palmieri never left the front of the net. He was being watched, but that shot by Miller was a low shot, hard, and Devin Palmieri with the stick deflected it, and it passed.
And that's
through Troiano, and just a real quick goal here.
That's called smart play by Devin Palmieri, staying in front of the net as he saw Alex Miller was going back for the puck. He took control of it, took the quick shot, and Palmieri was losing his balance and deflected it in as he was going away from the net.
Yeah,
so really nice puck handling there by all.
We'll get the replay on that in a second. Line 4 out there for the Seawolves. This is Devin Linker, Goulet, and Schlegel. Let's see what these guys can do. They're hungry to get on the ice. Good hit by Linker on the wall there. Dumped in on, right in on Yoder, who gobbles it up.
Assisted by number 26, Brad Riccardi, and number 55, Alex Miller.
Faceoff will be in the Seawolves zone to the left of Yoder.
First period. That's Riccardi.
Goulet on the faceoff, and the Seawolves control it. Linker loses it. Now glove down by Yoda. He'll hold. Seawolves will change up.
And so since he's joined the team, Brad Riccardi's he's been on a point-scoring tear, as he's gotten points in every game he's played in thus far.
Good. Yes, it was a good pickup for the Seawolves. Heffernan fanned on that pass, but Seawolves do get it out to the neutral zone. This is Crockett now with Bozer and Palmieri. This line is all of a sudden really starting to show some signs of, some good character, good chemistry.
And when you have guys like Palmieri and Bozer, who are both incredibly quick players, you can make a lot of magic happen there on
Look
the
at
ice.
this. Look at this. Takeaway, and then Bozer gets the shot off. Just the speed and also the size. Devin Palmieri's size makes a big difference out there because he's also pretty quick.
That's one of those things where playing with a brother who wound up making it to the NHL benefits him.
Yeah, his Bozer, using his speed, makes a cut move, loses possession. Delaware trying to get it out. Murphy will get it, swing it back in. Murphy nailed by Lamberton. I think Lamberton got the worst of that one.
And that could be the first of many big hits we see in this game.
Now Riccardi takes away the pass. This is Osowski breaking in on left wing. Sends it across for the deflection from Riccardi. 3 people go into Osowski. Oh, man. And that leaves a lot of open ice. Murphy tries to get that one-timer off and didn't get it all.
He saw Lamberton coming and kind of short-armed the shot.
Osowski trying to do a turn on the shot there. A loose puck. It didn't go through. Osowski, Cartwright picks that pass off. It's deflected into the corner. Chasing it down is Murphy on Hawk. Pinching in is Kasha. Riccardi is thrown down. It's Freeman who knocked Riccardi down. Murphy battles and comes away with the puck. His pass gets deflected out. And in the neutral zone, puck is loose. Cartwright trying to do his Trying to get Kasha to come back to it, but Kasha did get back to it. His Cartwright was not going to get there.
And that's where communication is key. If your friend Kasha, you got to hear on the ice somebody saying, come cover, come cover.
Hall to Stemke. Stemke breaking in. Trying to make that move across the net. Good defensive play by Delaware. The puck dumped in by Redgate. Zucker on with Redgate, and Michael and John Redgate both on. Michael 21, John 12.
And this is the first time we're seeing...
Shot right on, saved by Yoda. Well, loose puck in front, and the Seawolves will dump and take the icing.
And that's a smart play there. Just get that whistle blown. Yes, your line's going to be a little bit tired, but you need to get that puck away from Payne Yoder because that was right in front. He was out of position, and that could have been a gimme goal for Delaware.
Yeah, Zucker came in, took the first shot, got his rebound, fired it again, and that put Yoder in a tough position, and that puck floated right down onto the crease area and was dumped all the way down by the Seawolves. JT Hall line back out there, starting to change up. You see the fourth line again. This is Gullett. Gullett will backhand it all the way back in the Blue Hen zone, chase after it. Here comes Linker and Schlegel. Pass is going all the way down into the Seawolves zone. Linker trying to get to it, but he won't. That Schlegel actually wouldn't get to it. Whoa!
Nice block there by Schlegel.
Wow, he bailed out Yoda big time on that play.
Yoder had to come out and play the puck because Schlegel wasn't going to get there. Yoder put it right onto a Delaware stick.
Here comes Schlegel down on the off wing. On the near side. It's knocked down. We're going to have another penalty. And Schlegel will have an open shot. He shoots and a save by Toriano. All right, puck is going to be whistled in a blow now, and we'll get a tripping call. Delaware will go to the box again. I think it's going to be Redgate. This is going to be John Redgate. 2 minutes for tripping.
And that was a good draw by...
I wonder if we have do we have a replay on that? No, we don't have a... Okay.
And that was a good draw of the penalty by Schlegel. He was going through the offensive zone. He got taken down. Still managed to get possession of the puck and get a quality shot on Toriano.
All right, face off to the left, to the right of Toriano. This is Sherding, controls the puck. Loses it now. Hall trying to battle to get it back. Back to the point. This is Riccardi. Riccardi down to Hall, over to Sherding. Two Stony Brook players down by the front of the net. Sherding having a tough time controlling the puck on this one. Oh, Sherding has to get off now all of a sudden. Now something's happened to him. I don't know if
he took a stick to the gut.
A slash or something, yeah. Oh, that puck off of Riccardi's stick and fired all the way down. Kasha will go back to get it for the Seawolves. And he'll send it up. Yeah, Sherding took a stick. Right through the middle is Hall! Almost.
Wasn't able to get the shot on.
Yeah, he actually was held too, but he was able to break almost all the way through. Kasha will get it across to Cartwright. Tip and a tip, and Riccardi packs it in. Riccardi going to the net on the deflection. The save by Toriano, and nothing you can do about that, folks. That's just tic-tac-toe play. Toriano made the save that could not hold the rebound, and it went into the net. Going to keep an eye on the goaltending situation for Delaware. They got up their backup today is Christopher Poncello out of Center Riches, New York, Long Island kid. All right, face-off center ice, Crockett, Bozer, and Palmieri. And the beat goes on.
And this is what we saw last night, where Stony Brook scored 2 goals relatively quickly in the period. And then that's when Delaware started to get their legs under them, and they scored 2 quick ones right
the
after.
Seawolves just have to stay out of the penalty box to prevent that scenario from happening again, because they have all the momentum right now. Palmieri loses it, but gets it over to Bozer. Back to Richards at the point. Richards will send it down to Palmieri. Palmieri gets checked behind the net. Puck is loose. This is the Ferris. Ferris with the puck. Fires a shot high. Knocked down by Yoder. He'll hold it. All right, face-off will be in the Seawolves zone to the right of Yoda. The Seawolves change up. They come back out with Murphy, Riccardi, and Osowski. Puck is pushed forward. Here comes Riccardi. Through the neutral zone with speed. Sends it. Right on goal. Glove save by Troiano.
And we saw yesterday, the shot total was 20-13 after the first period. We're midway through this period. It's now 11-5. So we're getting close to where they could be a similar shot total once again after the first period of this game.
Yep. Face-up won by Delaware. It's controlled by Niski. Niski gets it back behind his net. This is Zdancic trying to get it out. Kasha push it back in. Takes a hit from Niski. Puck in the neutral zone. Nice play by Cartwright to keep that puck in the zone. Kasha will take it back. Being watched. Shot right on goal. That puck was still right away from Kasha. That was Mullen. And Zigarelli again is using his elbows. I don't want to say effectively, but he is using them. Cartwright didn't like that elbow that he just got from Zigarelli. He's letting him know.
And this is where you got to keep your composure if you're the Seawolves. Because if you don't, you're going to take bad penalties.
He's just trying to draw something to try to get some momentum. That's what he's doing. So Cartwright did a good job. I just let him know, listen, keep those elbows down. Face off to the left of Yoda. Swung around to Cartwright. Cartwright looking. He'll go back to Kasha. Kasha will skate up through the neutral zone. Pushed off the puck. Riccardi will get it and he'll dump in. Cross-ice feed to no one as Murphy was behind him. This is punched out back out to the neutral zone, picked up by Bishop. Bishop will send it back to Sherding. Looks like Sherding is okay. Fourth line back out. That's Gullett, Linker, and Schlegel.
And this fourth line seeing a lot of ice time here in the first period.
Well, you got to realize.
And they played well thus far.
Remember we said last night how much ice time JT Hall's line got. They got a tremendous amount of ice time last night.
They're going to give them a little bit.
Maybe get a little bit of a break until they really need to have them out there more so.
Right.
Linker, nice touch pass over to Sherding. Sherding on the backhander. Not able to get it to Schlegel, who was breaking, Gullett, who was breaking to the net. Schlegel on the forecheck. We got a penalty here now. Sherding's going to go here for a rough. Looks like. Yeah, he's gun shy here. Troiano should be coming out, but he's not. Now he comes out.
And unfortunately, the puck was so deep in their zone that if, God forbid, a stick got poked away, that puck could trickle right in.
All right, here we are. We're at the 8:27-minute mark of the first period. Very close to where we were yesterday when the Seawolves took their first penalty.
Yep. And
now let's see how they react. Let's see if it's going to be a mirror image of yesterday's game.
And we saw yesterday they scored the first goal on the power play, and then 20 seconds later gave up the equalizer.
Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves, battling that puck and now getting it out. Knocked down by Freeman. This is Redgate coming on right wing, left wing on the far side. Over the Hawk. Hawk sends it across. His pass intercepted by Crockett and fired all the way down. 1:33 left to go in the man advantage for Delaware. To the neutral zone comes Redgate with speed. Redgate, his shot's deflected off of Seawolf. Back to the point. This is Hawk. Hawk over to Freeman. Freeman's looking it over, looking to take the shot. In front of him is Bozer, taking away the angle. Down in front, good stick by Miller. Back to Freeman. Freeman sends a shot, knocked down, didn't get it all, and Bozer blocked it.
But Bozer didn't know where the puck went. He might have had a shot to pick that puck up.
Good stick by Miller. Miller's doing an excellent job down there, realizing that oh, and here comes Bozer. But he's got Redgate to beat. Bozer cutting in. Redgate, good job.
And good effort by Bozer to still try to get something on the puck to put it on Troiano. He wasn't able to, but really good effort by the speedy Bozer.
Yeah, and you know, Delaware has to be aware of what the Stony Brook Seawolves can do to them. There's interference called. Oh, no interference on that play. This is Niski coming in, but it's offsides.
Stemke might have gotten because you had the contact there as they were coming into the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Where Stemke ran into was Rabinowitz. And here's the play by Bozer. Watch him. He still goes around and dives to get to the puck. Troiano pokes it away from him at the last second. But really good effort there.
All right, face off in the neutral zone. 6:59 to go in the first period. Stony Brook up on a count of 2-0.
Goals by Palmieri and Riccardi get us to where we're at now.
Mazzella with the puck. Fires a shot. Knocked down by Kasha. Getting in the way of that shot.
And we saw Delaware block a lot of shots at the beginning of the game. Stony Brook's doing it now.
Big save by Yoda. Off a Niski shot. This is the Pharaohs. Back behind the net. Picked up by Niski. Niski skates down through the neutral zone. Pass across. Good feed. Shot on goal. Saved by Yoda. Fired out and picked up by the Seawolves. Here's a break for Hall on a breakaway. Hall makes a move. Save. Out in front. Score! Brendan Colillo. Now JT Hall he's had enough. He's had enough. And there's a melee going on.
And that's frustration boiling over from yesterday as Troiano and Stemke are going at it yet again. It looks like we're ready for round 2 here. Troiano's got some choice words as Roth is pushing him into the corner.
Lamberton is going at it with Hall, and Hall just had enough.
And this time it only took almost 14 minutes for things to completely unravel.
Yeah, unfortunately, both those guys are going to be done. Well, maybe not. Maybe just give him roughings. Troiano's really upset because, again, the goal is not his fault. His defense is not clearing the puck. He's left in the crease all by himself. And watch this now. Hall comes in. He makes the save on it. A great save.
It was an amazing save. Then here comes the rebound. Hall sends it out in front. He's going to get it to Stemke.
Well, it goes to Colillo, off Colillo. Now, Colillo's just standing there. Nobody is on him. Then Lamberton runs into, and then Hall sees what Lamberton does. He knocks Lamberton down.
And then you see Stemke here. He got knocked into Troiano, and that's where Troiano lost his head.
Troiano's incensed because he's thinking that Stemke landed it on purpose. He was pushed into him.
It's one of those games where you're just going to see everything just it's not going to be going by the book today.
JT Hall is usually very quiet and reserved. He's incensed because, again.
But that also goes to show how good a leader he is. He knows when he has to be vocal and when he has to throw some physicality there. Yeah. And that's what he did right there.
We got another Delaware player who's injured. I don't know exactly who, but first they're looking at JT Hall. Seems to be okay.
Well, on the right side, looks like there's no blood on the ice tonight yet.
So we're going to have there's already 2 minutes up on the board on the Delaware side.
For Lamberton.
So Lamberton's probably got the extra 2.
Delaware number 2. 2 minutes cross-checking.
So they're going to give Lamberton 2 for cross-checking. And a 10-minute misconduct.
So 2 for 2 cross-checking, 2 for roughing, 10-minute misconduct for Lamberton.
Delaware penalty number 12, John Redgate, a 10-minute misconduct.
Redgate gets 10 minutes.
Penalty number 17, JT Hall, 2 minutes roughing and a 10-minute misconduct.
JT Hall, 2 minutes roughing, 10-minute misconduct. Yeah, so that's good for Delaware. For 12 minutes, they don't have to see JT Hall.
Yes, but at the same time, they don't have to go see everybody else who's going to be mad that JT Hall got taken out. So you got to remember that. They may have just woken up a sleeping beast.
Well, like I said, we'll see how this transpires.
All right, so yesterday there were 71 penalty minutes between the two. In this period alone, we're already at 42. And we're 14 minutes into this game.
Yeah, nothing called on the goaltender. 36 minutes in penalties. So has anybody informed the Green Bay Packers that the game has started? Yeah, nothing was called on the goaltender who actually, but maybe that because he was slid into. Oh, there's some blood on the ice over here. There's the ice scraper.
And we got an update from the Georgia Dome. It is 17-0 in favor of the Falcons. So if you were in Vegas this week and when you heard Mike Francesa say the Packers aren't going anywhere or that they're going to be fine, that's when you know. Put all your money on the Falcons. So after all that, 36 minutes of penalties assessed. Stumpy and Hall get credit for the assist there. So again, they're just continuing their point total increase.
Yeah, Hall had a bloody nose.
We're trying to get it.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes on the board. That's all there is. It's a 2-minute penalty to Lamberton. But Redgate's got a 10-minute misconduct. Hall has 2 and 10. So Lamberton's got the extra 2, so the Seawolves are on a power play.
Yeah, and that'll be their third of the game. They're already 1 for 2 in this game, as Brad Riccardi scored on the power play earlier in the game. But that seems like an eternity ago at this point. The ice is now cleaned up. Everybody's just trying to get an explanation. Oh, there's more.
They have to clean the blood off the ice.
It looks like I guess they missed the spot.
I think years ago they used to take that blood and they used to make like advertisements out of it. Years ago, back in the day.
That's mildly revolting, actually.
It was expensive to type on to print on the ice. The blood would last longer.
Touché.
Yeah. All right, folks, we'll get this going. Hopefully this will be the long delay in today's game, like yesterday in the third period.
Get it out of the way early. And then after all this, Stony Brook still has a power play.
And we have a great crowd, lots of kids here. This is perfect. All the kids are sitting there watching. And
well, that's because their team isn't playing football today.
Yeah.
The Jets and Giants are out, so they don't care about the Packers or the Falcons.
Yep. All right, we're back to facing off at center ice and playing some hockey again. Here we go. Crockett wins the draw.
And they're going to start their rush with Kasha. And he's a big point man on the power play, so you look for him to make a big impact here.
And Hawk and Kalilo going to the boards hard. Shalsowski gets it back up to Cartwright at the point. He sends it just down low to Kalilo. Kalilo lets it go past him, picked up by Crockett. Back to the point to Kasha. Winds, fires! Deflected. May have hit off a Hawk. You always tell when Kasha shoots the puck, the guy that blocked the shot's limping. Kasha leaves it back for Osowski. 1:20 to go on the man advantage for the Seawolves. This is Osowski. Makes a move. Comes through the neutral zone. Over to Kalilo. Kalilo will hold. Send across to Kasha. Kasha walks in. Sends it hard past through, but it was knocked down and sent all the way back down into the Seawolves zone. Yoda will hold it for Cartwright. Cartwright gets around Redgate. Squeezed to the wall by Redgate. Cartwright will send it back to Kasha.
Now bringing up the ice is Murphy. Murphy getting some good power play time here.
Yeah.
He's really establishing himself as one of these forwards that Coach Garofalo can rely on.
Murphy back to the point to Kasha, to Scherning. Scherning sends it. Looking for a deflection from Palmieri in front. And skidded to the back. Stemke and Murphy. Murphy taking the spot of JT Hall. Good keep by Scherning. Scherning's got an edge to his game this whole weekend. This is Scherning with the puck. Makes a move around one player. That's Redgate. He'll control it back to the point to Riccardi. Riccardi will move to the far wall. Sends it high, shot gobbled up by Troiano. 1 second to go in the man advantage for the Seawolves, who lead by the score of 3-0, 4:11 to go in the first period. If you're just joining us, you're watching the University of Delaware, dressed in blue with yellow trim, facing off against the Stony Brook University Seawolves in white and red trim. This is DeFerres. DeFerres comes in. He's tripped down. There'll be a penalty to the Seawolves. And they'll touch it up and blow the whistle. DeFerres made a nice move across the ice and got his legs taken out. It'll be 2 minutes for tripping.
This has to set an ACHA record for most penalty minutes in a period. Because we're up to 44. As our producer is telling him, don't challenge it.
It'll be Richards who will be going off for the trip. Face off to the right of Yoda. Crockett on the draw, one back by Zigarelli. This is Hawk. Hawk with the puck, back to the point to Freeman. Freeman winds, fires off the glove of Yoda. Loose puck in front. They battle for it. Back, Hawk gets it back to Zucker, back to Freeman. Gets it to Zucker, back to Freeman. Not on the tape. Freeman's got to cue it up. He gets it over to Redgate. Redgate's pass goes out of the zone as it was deflected by Bishop. Good play.
Good play by Bishop to throw the stick out and knock the puck out of the zone.
This is Redgate. His pass to Freeman. Freeman will control to the point to Zucker. Zucker back across to Redgate. Back to Freeman. Fires a high shot over the top of the net. Zucker back to Freeman. Freeman over to Redgate. Redgate being watched. That puck is deflected by Miller, but it's skidded to the side of the net.
And that was a little bit too close for comfort, though.
Yeah.
And Miller nearly put it into his own net.
And that great play there by Crockett to fire that off the glass to get it all the way down. Seawolves make a change. Zigarelli will get it over to Mazzarella. Niski with a shot. Saved by Yoda. Another block by the Seawolves. Another save, another block. Good block by Palmieri. Then the save by Yoda. Seawolves doing a heck of a job.
Palmieri's really making himself known on both sides of the ice tonight.
Yeah, this was definitely a come-out weekend for Palmieri. Big time.
He's got 2 goals in this series, plus several block shots in some very big moments.
Big save there by Yoda. This is 3-on-2 or 3-on-3. This is Scherning in deep. His pass did not get out front. Scherning controls.
We're back at even strength now.
Palmieri now with the puck for the Seawolves. Sends it up the wall to Kasha. Kasha with time. Sends a shot. Love save. Troiano with Devin Palmieri right out in front.
That's where Devin Palmieri likes to live. He likes to be right in front of the crease.
And you want a guy like that there because of his size and also his quickness. He moves well, his reach.
And he's hard to knock off the puck as well. So that's like I said, that's the guy you want right in front of Troiano.
Seawolves face-off win, controlling the puck. McCarty sends it back deep. Patterson, big kid, just knocked down Osaski.
Patterson comes in, he's 6'5", and Osowski is 5'8".
Right.
So you got a 9-inch difference right there. And that's gonna hurt no matter who you are.
And he wasn't in the lineup yesterday, Patterson. So he's in the lineup today. I haven't really noticed many shifts. Maybe this might be his first. Puck is loose, picked up by Riccardi. It's off his stick now.
We're gonna have another penalty. It's a slash.
And Zucker. It's like Zucker will go for a slash, and like I said, Bendy's will make these calls. He's not going to let this game get out of hand. Sooner or later, both teams will realize. I mean, the Seawolves already know not to take those penalties because, you know, he's going to make those calls.
And that's his way of getting this game under control by making sure that those calls are made. Keeps everybody in line.
Kalilo, Osowski, and Crockett. Loose puck in front. Crockett sends it in, and a save by Chorianos. Crockett was taken down by a combination of Freeman and Mullen.
And we watch here. Cartwright gets out to Kaji. Kaji takes the quick shot. Crockett's right on top of that puck. But because he had to take it on the backhand, he wasn't able to get a quality chance on it. He was only able to knock it right into Troiano's pads.
All right, Crockett will take the draw for the Seawolves again. Won by Zigarelli back. Cartwright trying to keep it in, could not. Good defensive play by Kasha. Good stick work. Nice pin to the wall, Crockett. Puck is still being battled for down low.
And we're down to the
falling
last
down
minute here.
on that puck is Mullen, but Seawolves come away with it. Osowski is now dumped by Mullen, and Bendy's was not looking that way, so he didn't see how Osowski was taken down, but he was taken down. Kalilo, nice touch pass over to Crockett. Crockett's nailed to the wall, and now we got another penalty. Yep, and Osowski gets up really, actually Crockett gets up really slow. And he's holding that shoulder. I hope he's okay. Seawolves will be on a 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 5 seconds, and this could be the nail.
Now this could be the step on the throat moment that Stony Brook wants. They can score a goal here, make it 4-0 late in the first period.
And they're just lucky that JT Hall's not out there, because if JT Hall was out there right now, it'd be really tough to defend it.
It would be. But you still have guys like Chris Stemke and Devin Palmieri who are just as difficult to stop right now.
Sherding controls it. Pass over to Riccardi down low. Looking for Palmieri. Oh, he actually had Murphy, but they closed up quick. Riccardi over to Sherding. Sherding down low. Sends it down to Murphy. Murphy will control it. Back up to Sherding at the point. Crossover to Riccardi. Fires it. Gobbled up by Puriano.
Nice play there by Troiano to keep it at 3-0.
And then Palmieri got a Zidancic fired a fist at him. All right, Murphy's off, and Riccardi, Stemke, and Palmieri. Loose puck picked up by the Seawolves. Palmieri over to Kasha, down to Sherding. Oh, and that's the end of the period.
I think
we didn't even know it was down to the last minute. Usually we're good at that.
I think Stemke thought there was more time on the clock, so he wanted to make the cross-ice pass. Sherding probably should have taken that initial shot with 3 seconds left.
All right, folks, listen, that's the end of the first period. Stony Brook Seawolves up by the score of 3-0. When they come back, they're going to have a 5-on-3 for 34 seconds and then another man for another 129. So stick around. We'll be back to the start of the second period in about 10, 15 minutes. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live as we are just a couple of minutes before the start of the second period. Got a bunch of goals and some penalty stats to go through. Andy, take us through it.
Yeah, we'll start with the goals because that's going to take less time. First one scored by Devin Palmieri off of the stick of Alex Miller. Palmieri deflected in. Riccardi getting the secondary assist with 16:35 to go in the first. That was a 5-on-5 goal. About 5 minutes later, Brad Riccardi scored a power play goal from Stemke and Cartwright. And then the third goal came about 5 minutes after that. And then all hell broke loose. Brendan Colello scored off of Hall and Stemke with 6:11 to go. That gets us into the penalties. It started in the first minute of the game as Vince Zingarelli took a roughing penalty just 1 minute into the game. Then after there, John Reggie took a tripping penalty with 12.5 minutes to go. Frank Sheridan took a rough with 8:27. And then with 6:11, there was a combined 36 penalty minutes taken by Pierce Lamberton, John Reggett, and JT Hall, including 3 misconduct penalties, a couple roughing penalties, and then at the end of the period, in the last 4 minutes, Nate Richards went off for tripping for Stony Brook. Cole Zucker went off for slashing, which he's still serving 34 seconds on his penalty. And then with 30 seconds left in the period, Andrew Karapi for Delaware went off for cross-checking. So the Seawolves are 5-on-3 for the next 34 seconds, and then they'll still have on top of that a 55-second power play. Take it away.
All right. Boy, that was good job. Like how we write these things down, right?
Yeah, really. So if we had to try to remember all this, I don't think anybody here could.
Yeah. Well, Bendy's has already talked to Jim Maritano, the official scorer. Now he's talking with head coach Chris Garofalo from the Stony Brook Seawolves. Probably talking about some of the calls that were made, maybe some of the calls that may have missed. But Bendy's has done a good job as a referee for the ACHA.
He has, and he's got officiating experience at many different levels. So
NCAA, exactly.
So you know that he's seen coaches and players crazier than what's happening today.
Of course. Seawolves are going to start on the power play. They'll actually have a 2-man advantage, as Andy Sukoff said. We've 34 seconds to go in that 2-man advantage, and then they'll have a little bit more than a minute or so on a 5-on-4, barring any other calls. So they'll come back out. I think JT Hall still has probably another...
He's got at least 6 minutes left in the box.
6 minutes to go, so he'll be out serving that misconduct. But the Seawolves will come out with Palmieri, Stemke, and Riccardi, who I think Riccardi is going to wind up taking Hall's spot.
He very well could.
When JT Hall goes to Kazakhstan.
Yeah, and he's shown that he can be a leader on this power play and on whatever line he's put on. So he works well with a lot of different players on this team. So if you can find a way to, so if he can work with Stemke and Colello on that first line, that's going to be a very dangerous line to stop.
Yeah, yeah. But they will definitely miss JT Hall next week when they head out to.
So they're going to Central Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
And Central Oklahoma is one of the better teams in the ACHA.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's good that they're doing that because they're going to get an idea of what they're going to be facing if they get close to the dance next year.
And that's also almost like looking ahead.
This year, I should say.
That's also looking ahead of what life's going to be like without JT Hall.
Right. Exactly.
Because while there aren't that many seniors on this team, he's the biggest point producer for this team. So you have to see who's going to be the guy who steps up in his.
And for the coaching staff for the Seawolves next weekend is going to be a big test to see how the newcomers react to these, to these teams like Central Oklahoma.
And that's going to be those guys.
Big teams.
Those are going to be for those guys. That's their first true road test.
So this is John Lee. Andy Sukoff. That's Trevor.
Yeah, we're all as a lot of you know, we usually take all the guys that aren't playing in the game and they come up. And they were trying to address that yesterday by going over it multiple times with the Zamboni. It just didn't work out. And what I'm liking here is, and maybe it's just where he happened to be standing, but you look at Brad Riccardi talking with JT Hall over there by the penalty box. That shows the signs of a good leader, both on Hall's end and for Riccardi. He's looking to learn from the player that is the biggest part of the team.
Seems to be a lot of discussion going on right now with the the Delaware coach, one of the players in the penalty box, and referee Bendy's. Now he'll go back over to the Stony Brook side and he'll talk to them as well. And share some of the news, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent.
Oh, I forgot to mention the shot total is 16-12, which is pretty close to the 20-13 we had yesterday.
They closed the gap, Delaware. All right, I think we're gonna get this game going here. Teams are making their way to the center ice spot, as referee Bendy's, unlike yesterday's referee, didn't want to drop the puck. We'll drop the puck. Here we go. We got 5-on-3. Out there for Delaware is
Zingarelli,
Hawk,
and Freeman.
This is Stemke will control the puck for the Seawolves. They want to try to capitalize on this 5-on-3 very quickly as time is winding down. And that shot from Riccardi was deflected by Palmieri to the back of the net behind it. Riccardi controls it back across to Sherding. Sherding with the puck. Sherding will shoot! And blocker save.
And now Zucker's out of the box.
Right.
So it's back to 5-on-4 for the next 50 seconds.
Stemke carries around the net. Loses it. Now going to have another penalty as he was hooked. He's going to make those calls. And the stick comes up and grabs the hands. It's a penalty, and that's just textbook 101.
So now they're going to go back on 5-on-3 for 43 seconds. And this is where they really have to capitalize here.
All right, face off back in the Delaware zone. Some unhappy customers here. But those are the rules, folks. You can't put your stick up into the gloves. And if you do, it is a penalty. And Bendy's has been fair, and he's been calling them that way. And going over to the score table again and try to figure out the penalty here. It's another 5-on-3 for 42 seconds. So let's see if the Seawolves can take advantage here, and this will be the nail. I would almost assume if they can get one here, Andy.
Yeah, but we don't want to go too far ahead because we've seen teams that can come back from 4-goal deficits.
Yeah, that's true. Kasha with the shot, and it was a good save by Troiano, who's still in net. Seawolves will come up the ice.
There's no reason for Troiano not to be in net. It goes to show that his staff is committed to him.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot, like we said, this is a 5-man game. When you're on the ice, you're not out there by yourself. Nice play. Good takeaway here, but he won't get past Stemke. Good play by Zucker.
Yeah, Zucker is also about to come off the ice. I think if he had been out there for a little less time, he might have tried to go one-on-one against Stemke.
Stemke walking in, trying to get the shot off, but can't. Trying to take that puck away. Oh, Cardi just got nailed.
He got dumped by DeFers, who didn't have a stick.
Yeah. Back to 5-on-4. And McCarty's not a happy camper right now. Back to the point with the puck. Back to Sherding. Sherding will get it over to Kalilo. Kalilo will get back to Sherding. Sherding looking to take a shot. Looking for that opening. And gobbled up by Troiano.
That's the first shot they've had on this part of the power plays. We're down to the last 38 seconds on Freeman's penalty.
Yeah.
They're going to play the first 2.5 minutes of this game.
Remember how the second period went yesterday. So Delaware very, very aware that they don't want that floodgate to open up again.
No, because that's one they will not be able to recover from.
Crockett on the draw for the Seawolves. Wins it back to Sherding. Winds and fires! And his shot's deflected behind the net. Back to Kasha. Kasha will turn. Kasha looking, goes left. Over to Crockett. Sends it back to Ossowski. Ossowski will send it to Sherding. Got to Kasha. Finds, fires. Rebound loose. And good save by Troiano and a good clear. Not allowing Kalilo to get that rebound.
That was Hawk who was in front of him, made the smart play to get in front and knock it all the way back down. And that will essentially kill off the remaining time on the penalty.
Good job by Delaware. Not giving the Seawolves any opportunity here. And no icing. Back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Hawk. Will just send it all the way in. Kasha being watched by Zigarelli. The wall to Kalilo. Kalilo will turn, and they'll get it to Kasha. Kasha, backhand pass to Olsowski. On left wing, drops it to Kasha. Kasha will just hold, spin.
And I think Kasha was holding, waiting for some extra help.
To change. And this puck is deflected on goal. And again, we don't know what that was, but Gentili made some moves in last night's game. It wouldn't surprise me if that was kind of on purpose. But
so you're going to watch here. Yoder's holding it, and Gentili comes right behind Cartwright.
And he comes in the middle.
He tried to undercut it to see if he could knock the puck out from underneath Yoder.
All right, face off to the left of Yoder. Fourth line for the Seawolves on. Goulet. Feed to Goulet. Nice job. He's got Schlegel coming with him hard. Goulet fires a shot. Cups. Saved by get another penalty coming up. Oh my God, does it ever end? Cartwright sends it down for a deflection. Trying to keep it in as Bishop fires it down behind the net. It's picked up by Goulet, who will spin with it. And now it'll be picked up by Delaware. And we'll have another penalty. This
is going to be the sixth power play for Stony Brook.
Looks like it's an interference call.
And we're going to see who they take off.
I think it's going to be Zucker.
Yeah, he's the one talking to Bendy's right there. So,
yeah.
And he's pleading his case, but I think it's falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, we could maybe see a replay on it, but all right, face-off back in the Delaware zone.
And we're only 4 minutes into this period, and there's already been a couple penalties, and it seems like Stony Brook has played the majority of this period on the power play.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely an interference. He didn't have no possession of the puck. He got cross-checked off behind the net. Again, a lot of that's frustration play. And those penalties are going to get called all the time. Hawk with the puck. Being harassed by Murphy. Puck is not out. Kept in by Stemke. Stemke to Sherding. Sherding makes a move. Back to the point to Riccardi. Riccardi sends it back across to Stemke. And he'll retrieve it. Picked up by Riccardi. Riccardi over to Sherding. Sherding is on the near side. Now drops it off to Palmieri. Palmieri will drop it off to Riccardi, and Riccardi's looking across for the one-timer. And it was a save, good save.
Very nice save by Troiano. He just couldn't hang on to it.
Murphy had Murphy took the shot. Good save by Troiano. Murphy winds and fires. Save, rebound, loose, and it's in the net. Riccardi parks the garbage home as the Seawolves capitalize on the power play. At the 1:07 mark of the 2-minute penalty taken by Zucker. Take a 4-0 lead on the 23rd shot of the game.
Yeah, and you watch here, Palmieri tries to stuff in the rebound. He can't. And that's going to be where Riccardi's just sitting waiting. Really nice play there all around by the Seawolves.
Now we get another penalty. Zigarelli now is in the box. And this is Bendy's, doing his job. He's making the calls. We got an unsportsmanlike penalty to Zigarelli, of course, because now it's 5-on-5. So So low hit down low there on Heffernan. Starting to get really nasty, and it's too early in the game for that to be happening. Bozer with a nice move. There's a rebound. Oh, Crockett shot it right over the top of an empty net. Seawolves just keep bringing their game. Out in front, Crockett turns and shoots. Back of the net, picked up by Bozer. Fires, comes in, fires high over the top. Guys are getting knocked down all over the place. Loose in front. Puck is nuts. Now it's gobbled up.
And now we're starting to see tempers flare once again. He's have a big scrum in front.
Stony Brook just getting away from it, trying to get out of it.
And you have two guys on the. Can't tell who that is.
Bendy's is just taking and just taking names and numbers. No.
So now we're at a point where it could really start to, not that it hasn't already, but things could get even more out of hand, and that's where you can see somebody get seriously hurt. So all it takes is one nasty slash or take a liberty check into the boards and somebody hits a stanchion, and it could really lend itself to be a huge problem.
Yeah, I'm sitting here to the right, and John Lee's our new Stony Brook player. He's having a good time watching this. He'd like to be out there, wouldn't you? Sure you would. Shot from the point, behind the net. Heffernan, good job keeping the puck in. The Seawolves controlling this game again. There's a pass. Oh, down low deflection. Miller again with a nice feed. Osaski with the deflection. Toriano with the good save. Dug out by Osaski. Back up to Miller at the point. Miller just sends a shot, but it's blocked. Miller again uses the backhander, keeps it in. Good job. Picked up by Murphy. Murphy spins again. Murphy controlling the puck. They can't take it off Murphy's stick. What a job. Back to the point to Miller. Miller sends another one for a deflection off the mark. Riccardi just couldn't get it.
It was a little bit too high for Riccardi. His stick was at his waist. If he brought that up about 5 inches, he'd be able to deflect that onto the net.
Back to the point. Kept in by Heffernan. The Seawolves just owning Delaware at this point. Owning them. Back to Miller at the point. Miller sends it deflected. Now Delaware will get out. Ferris will send it down, and they'll go for a change.
And I think that's one they really needed to get.
Up the wall to Murphy.
For a while.
Cross-size feed, taken away! Shot! Oh, what a golden opportunity by Redgate on the steal.
Yeah, little Redgate trying to do his best big Redgate impersonation.
Yeah, just fired it wide.
And John Redgate gets that one on net.
And that shot high, it sizzles over the top of the net. Seawolves are out there a little long. This line probably should have changed. But
yeah, they need a whistle, or they need to clear it out to get a new line.
Now the momentum is there, but now Yoda takes it and gobbles it up.
And every time that whistle blows, the crew has to be out there to try to separate everybody as soon as they can. Because you don't want to see what's happening after every goal where they're starting to throw shoves at each other. If you can avoid that at every other whistle, that's going to be beneficial for everybody, and it's going to keep the game going.
Yep. All right, face off to the right of Yoda. Redgate with the shot right on. Yoda gobbles it up.
We're about midway through this second period. The only goal so far is Riccardi's power play goal, and that's the second of the game.
Delaware wins the faceoff. Redgate sends it down low to Zucker. But JT Hall is back on the ice, so look out. He's been sitting. He's all. There's a JT Hall over the top of the net on the feed from Stemke. And JT Hall shot out of a cannon.
And Troy
got a lot of energy right now.
And Troiano made one lunge to try to knock the puck off, and he missed it. But unfortunately, Hall put it up over the crossbar. And Hall had been out for 12 minutes. That was his first shift back on the ice, so you know that he's fresh, ready to go.
Yeah.
And you saw it on that shift. He and Stemke got an immediate 2-on-1. And that's what you want to see from your top line.
All right, face off to the right of Troiano. Face off. One back by Delaware. But the Seawolves pick the puck back up, and here comes Hall in the zone. Makes a move. And loses it on a poke check. Kasha will keep it in. Kasha took a big hit on the wall there. And a big blast. He shakes it off. Now Kasha throws a big hit. And whoa! Stemke just got an elbow. That one is going to end the game, folks. I hate to say it, but that one is going to end the game.
And now we got some fists getting thrown here.
If this game continues without people getting thrown out, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand, and it's not. And you can see both coaching staffs getting pretty upset over here. Zidancic's going to the box.
There definitely needs to be some people getting out now.
This
game is out of control.
Somebody has to get the gate at this point. Even if it's just that you're trying to show an example that this can't happen anymore.
Yeah, you have to start throwing people out.
Because this is a situation here where, like you said, if this keeps going, someone's going to get seriously hurt. And this is eerily reminiscent of last night too.
Yeah, well, Trev, so we're just kind of waiting to see what's going on down here. But I would assume, I would almost assume that somebody has to go. You got to see the replays on the hit on the wall. The elbow that came up on Stemke was egregious.
It was a very rough hit.
I mean, it was on purpose and with intent to injure. And that's more than a game suspension as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if the ACHA is going to have to watch that tape to see. Watch, here's the play. Here it comes. It's right here. Watch the elbow.
Here it is, and it's just right. It looked more like.
Yeah, it was.
It looked more like a forearm than an elbow.
Yeah, it was a forearm, like a forearm versus an elbow. And now Zucker is going at it with shirting again. I mean, when is this going to end?
It's going to end when somebody gets thrown out, or when they say we've had enough of this.
I still cannot believe no one got thrown out of this game. Yeah. Right now, it's like every man for himself out there, and they got to protect themselves.
Man,
Delaware's not going to win this. Delaware is not going to come and win this game. You know.
And then amazingly, the only thing that went up is the 2-minute penalty for Zidancic.
Yeah. But Delaware's taking the proverbial every 2-minute penalty that can exist in this game.
And
they need to be in the box every 2 minutes.
Now I see why it's coming down here, because it's a 5-on-4 for Delaware. They're on the power play. So Colello's off now for Stony Brook.
Oh, Colello's in the box. Okay, so there's the additional 2 minutes, but I only see 2 minutes on the board for each team. So are you going to say after all that's Cadencel Miners?
This has got to be one of the most confusing games we've ever been a part of.
All right, so we have a great crowd down here today.
We do.
Very active.
Yeah, really active for both sides here.
You got a lot of wannabe referees. Yeah. All right, here we go. Face off. 2-minute power play for Delaware. Now we got it all worked out. How it was 2-minute power play for Delaware when they threw the forearm shiver on Stemke, I have no idea.
I'm at a loss for words of what just happened.
No idea. But we'll let the game continue because we all want to go home sometime today. And Delaware controls the puck. This is Zucker. Zucker over to Redgate. Back to Redgate's going to hold it. And a whistle.
Everyone's going down today. I think we've had like maybe a minute and a half of gameplay and like 10 minutes of standing around shoving and figuring out what's happening. As you watch the replay from behind the net, this faceoff's now taken.
All right, faceoff won by Delaware. They'll control the puck behind the net. Redgate will send it up the wall. Picked up by Freeman. Down to 1:13 to go in the man advantage. Well, he's being watched by Bendy's.
Getting to the midway point of this period, and there's still a minute left on this penalty kill for Stony Brook. They gotta clear this. They gotta clear this puck out, kill some more time, and try to ease some pressure in front of Yoder.
Save there by Yoda. Another save by Yoda. And the puck goes into the netting, and a blown whistle will have a face-off in the zone. Seawolves, 38 seconds to go in the man advantage for Delaware.
Yeah, we're down to the last quarter of this power play for Delaware, and it's just everything is just almost getting to the point where they're coming to blows after every single whistle.
Good job by the Seawolves to get that puck out. Chased down by the Ferris. Ferris pass tapped in by number 14. That's Rabinowitz. Is that Rabinowitz out there?
It is.
He didn't have much of a shift. This is his first shift of the game, maybe?
No, he's been out there, but we haven't called his name much.
It's hard to see his number because his jersey's tucked.
It almost looks like an 11.
All right.
But we've been talking about a lot of the other players on this team, so we haven't had much to talk about in terms of Rabinowitz.
Yeah, no, there's a hook that they actually let go. See, so good play here, cut by Hall. Oh, Carrillo offsides.
Carrillo had just gotten an offsides coming off the power play. They successfully killed the penalty. He was just about an inch over the line. Well, the shot total now 23-22 in favor of the Seawolves. And not that there's been much shot taking lately.
No.
In terms of stick on puck.
The shots are really close now, but it doesn't really matter because the score is 4-0. And the shots that the Seawolves have taken are getting to the back of the net. Sheridan will fire it in. Another hit on the wall. You can hear that from here. There's a shot deflected by Riccardi to the back. Kasha will send it down. Zdancic sends it up the wall. Cross-ice feed from one red gate to the other red gate. Good shot on goal. And gobbled up by Payne Yoder.
And John Redgate, we've seen him for several years now, and he's made plays like that before. So now seeing him play with his younger brother, and they always say brothers think alike on the ice. And you watch the Sedin brothers, they know where they all are, where the two of them are at all times. So this could be a very similar theme for Delaware.
All right. Face-off won by the Seawolves, controlled by Miller. Miller sends it to Richards. Richards cross feed off the mark. Murphy will pick it up and drop it back. Actually fell off his stick. Zdancic carries, fires into the corner. Redgate sends it back over to Jenny. Back to the point to Zdancic, and his shot is deflected by Osowski to the corner. Zucker will pick it up. Good play by Riccardi, having his stick in the right spot. Murphy now tries to get the puck, and Zdancic just tried to take Murphy out. He didn't even care about the puck.
Yeah, he just went for it, and Murphy made a nice move around him.
All right, Schlegel, Linker, and Galea on the line out there right now. That's the fourth line for the Seawolves. And the puck is given to Linker. Linker will try to get it out, and it goes back to Richards, who just runs right into a Delaware player.
It's Karapi, who had taken a penalty earlier in the game. And Richards kind of laying some retribution.
And we got a hand pass. Finally, a whistle without a penalty.
Don't count your blessings just yet. Until that puck drops, anything's possible. We're down to 7:20. I think that was the longest amount of play we had unstopped for a while, and that was only like 2.5 minutes. So Gillette going to take the space of the fourth line, staying out there, and they're starting to get some more ice time here in the midway part of the game.
The puck is dumped in. Yoda will hold it and take the faceoff. We're down to 7:15 to go in the second period. Stony Brook up by the score of 4-0 on 24 shots, 23 shots for Delaware. Looks like Delaware's riding that Zucker Redgate line again. They're trying to get them out there as much as possible. Bozer almost had another breakaway opportunity. Here's Bozer 2-on-1. Sends it across, but it was off the mark on Crockett. Crockett back behind the net. Sends it out in front. Looking for Bozer. This is Zucker trying to make a move around Kasha. No sell. Now back to Redgate at the point. Fires it. Nice. And it's blocked down by Palmieri.
Nice block there by Palmieri. He's blocked 3 or 4 shots in this game, and now he's playing without a stick. His stick, Palmieri has his stick. It's over in the corner, so he's just going to come off the ice and get a change now.
Bozer pulls up. Nice pass to Kalillo. Fires it. Oh, just missed. Wide.
Nice keep there by Bishop.
And they battle at that puck. Nice stick by Bishop to get it over to Sherding. Sherding will now walk in with the puck with Hall. Sherding carries it around, sends it out to Hall. Out in front to Stemke. He scores! Oh, Chris Stemke in the right place. He got that pass from Sherding. And Stony Brook adds another one.
That's more points for that line, as they're just piling it on here. And you watch Stemke. There is nobody watching him in the slot.
Rufa.
So you're going to take that shot every time.
I think Choriano was a little screened on that shot too. Didn't really see it. All right, another goal for that line, and here we go. Stony Brook wins the faceoff. Sherding carry it in. Kalillo took a spill. Sherding all the way around, sends it across the Hall, but off the stick. Hall gets it back off of Lamberton. Seawolves just dominating right now. Good play by Bishop. Nice pass from Kalillo over to Stemke. Stemke's railroaded.
And you look at the coaching staff on the bench, they're looking for that whistle.
Sends it through, wall and screen, and Choriano in good position was able to make that save.
Though Choriano's given up 5 goals on the 26 shots, he's actually made some very good saves in this game.
Back to the point to Sherding. Sends it back to Osowski. Osowski makes a spin move, back to Sherding. Sherding will wind and fire! And a save by Choriano. Big blast from Sherding.
He's just going to hang on to that one, let the whistle blow and restart it. And we're watching here. Here goes Chris Emmett. He just gets hit as he's coming across. It was Mullen who ran into him.
And this puck gets fired out into the neutral zone after the faceoff, picked up by Heffernan, sends it over to Miller. Miller up the neutral zone to Riccardi. His pass is deflected. Back to Miller, back to Heffernan. Miller will send it up. Troiano trying to hold it, but Riccardi was able to get in there quick. Riccardi in there again, picks the puck up. Riccardi controls down low to Ossowski. Ossowski loses it now. Murphy, and now it trickles on goal. And Troiano will hold it for the faceoff. Down to 4:16 to go in the second period. Stony Brook up with a score of 5-0.
We're down to the last 4:15 of the period here. This faceoff is going to come down. It's going to stay in the offensive zone. We're going to see the Crockett-Bozer-Palmieri line.
Face-off to the left of Troiano. And I think the Aaron Rodgers run is over.
And Matt Ryan is killing it today. They are up 31-0. He has thrown 3 touchdowns. And on top of that, he's also run for one.
Yeah, I mean, Packers ran into a buzzsaw. Atlanta will be the first time they're going to get into a Super Bowl in how long?
17 years. Their last Super Bowl was in 1999, Super Bowl 33. They lost to the Denver Broncos.
Face one, and it was won by the Seawolves. They took it into the zone. Bozer got a shot on. And saved by Troiano.
We're watching here. Here's that shot. As Bozer had gotten tripped up and then gets in one-on-one, takes the quick shot with Reggie right on top of him.
Now the puck squirts out. Picked up by Zucker. Over to Redgate. Redgate on Miller. Nice play, and there's a goal. Delaware on the board. I don't know what happened to the second defenseman, but all of a sudden it was just Miller. It was a 2-on-1.
We're going to watch it again to see what
happened to Heffernan here.
And here's the breakout. And you watch Palmieri. He got turned around.
Yeah.
He got turned around. So Zucker and Redgate are 1-on-1 or 2-on-1.
Yeah, Heffernan wasn't even back. He was probably pinching, and Palmieri had the back responsibility, and 2-on-1 was created. Okay, so Delaware on the board. 5-1. There's the Schlegel. Loses it. This might give Delaware some life. Oh, that puck shot whizzed right past the defenseman Kasha. It almost got past Yoda. It's going to be an icing.
This one's going to come all the way back down. I just got an update that Green Bay just scored a touchdown, so it is now 31-7.
All right, well, it's still a lot of time left, too, in that game. It's still, enough time. Maybe, I'm not sure if Aaron Rodgers has enough time, but face off to the right of Yoda. Stony Brook out there with their fourth line.
Oh, that shot was almost deflected in by Zucker. He almost got a second.
Yeah, it's almost like a mismatch, though. The Seawolves really have got to get,
they got to get a bigger line out here against the top line.
This will get them a change.
Nice deflection there by Schlegel to stop the initial pass.
Yeah. Good job by Hall. Pick that one off. Gosh will just dump it in. Seawolves will go and chase after it. Hall in on the forecheck. Hall comes away with it. Over to Semke, fires it off the crossbar. Blistering slap shot.
And you heard that from here. You heard it make that. You heard it make that ping off the crossbar and up into the netting. Like when you see Chris Stemke winding up like that, you know it's coming at you at a very high rate of speed. He watches here, and he's winding up with nobody in front of him.
Yep.
So it'll be Hall taking the face off. We haven't seen much of him in this period.
No, not really. He was serving that penalty, and then the other lines had more opportunity. You know, I mean, giving that fourth line some extra ice time in this game, and Stemke will fire it down. Kalila will control behind the wall, behind the net. He loses it. Hall comes away with it again. JT Hall will find that puck. Parker Bishop being chased down. Picked off in a neutral zone by Lamberton. Wow.
Now they almost had a 3-on-2.
Yeah, a 3-on-2, and he made the right pass.
And really nice play by Stemke to get back.
Yeah, Stemke's pass kind of didn't get through there.
Good block by Scherding.
Yeah, Scherding blocked that. Seagulls getting themselves out of trouble. Stemke.
And now we're down to the last minute of the
period.
period.
In on the last minute of play in the second period. Stemke controls to the point to Scherding. Scherding will send it. Oh!
McCartney nearly deflected it in as he was cutting across.
Yeah. Controlling the puck is Miller. We're down to the last 37 seconds, so leave it for Scherding.
They got a 4-on-2 here.
Oh, look at that play by Ossowski, and he scores! Whoa!
Like that we need to see a replay because you want to see good puck handling. There it is right there.
You see Ossowski comes out. Watch, he put the puck between his legs here.
Yeah,
right here. Watch. Boom! Through his legs.
At first I thought Riccardi had the puck.
Oh, that was Ossowski. Yeah, Ossowski did that. Someone's getting thrown out. So it's about time. Someone gets thrown out. I mean, I'm sorry to say that it's Michael Redgrave. It didn't have to be him. But someone has to get thrown out of this game because of the... Oh, there's two guys getting thrown out. Yeah, two guys actually just got thrown out. I didn't see the second one, but we'll find out because they're both on the board for penalties, I'm sure.
And that...
We were really getting close to the end of that second period, weren't we?
Yeah, but there's 21 seconds left. So, you know, why wouldn't there be more penalties at the tail end of the period? You watch here, we're going to watch how it all develops. After Ossowski scores, he gets hit from behind by Lamberton.
Yeah.
And so he should be the one that
I think I think Lamberton is the one that got tossed.
I know Lamberton's sitting right out there with Hall. But he should be the one who gets shown the gate.
21. Yeah, so 21 gets the 5-minute penalty. That's the game. Unless he didn't get the game. Maybe just got the 5 minutes.
You gotta give him a check-in from behind.
Okay. So Red gets the 5 from checking from behind and the 5-minute and the game misconduct. All right. We are going to get to the end of the second period. The Seawolves are going to have a 5-minute power play.
That's their 7th of the game. We're down to the last 20 seconds of this period, and it's like inching forward.
Yep, we're going to get there.
So it's as the Stony Brook bench is getting an explanation of everything that's going on right now. When it comes down to it, it is now 6-1. So 5-goal lead for the Seawolves at the tail end of the period. Those are the goals that are so deflating for the other team. When you give up a goal in the last minute or the first minute, those are just some of the worst goals to give up. And Riccardi's having himself a game. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, I mean, at this particular point in time, I don't know what else they have to do here now. They got some now. They got the ice guys have to come out, or I don't know. Maybe they're talking about, I don't know. They got to do an ice cut yet. Settle down. I mean, you know, there's a 2.5 hour. I think a 2.5 hour time slot. That
it's supposed to
play this game in, and I think they may wind up calling this game. I don't know what they're calling for. They're just trying to make sure they have enough time to finish the game.
Well, they may have to do a very quick cut if that's the case, because if you only have a 2.5 hour window, it's almost 20 after 5 now.
Yeah. Face-off won by the Seawolves. Are enjoying a 5-minute power play right now. And look at that. Redgate gets hammered by his own guy.
They were both going after JT Hall.
Yeah, they're both going after Hall, and he gets hammered.
And Redgate also had his stick broken in half.
Yeah, because it was... All right, that's the end of the second period.
And now you just want to get everybody off the ice as quickly as possible so they don't have a chance to confront each other.
Right.
As Troiano there just shoves Stemke again. So you can tell these two don't like each other. And this is just unacceptable.
The referees better take control of this one, because this is going to get really out of control.
I think we're past that point. I think we're way past.
Yeah, now they're off the ice, which is not good.
Yeah, we're way past the point of getting back control of this game. And then we got stuff going on over on the other side. We just got everything, and you're here. Like everybody's getting really crazy right now.
I think they better skip chuck a puck and play chuck a player.
I think it might be time for let's get everybody out of here.
Cooler heads have to prevail here. I mean, there's I mean, they don't. Yeah, it's true. The Delaware players need to get back to their locker room. Yeah, this is just not good here.
I haven't seen anything like this in a while.
Well, it's frustrating. These guys think that they can match up, and they can't. That's the frustration side. You know, they know what they did in Delaware, but they can't do it here, and they're frustrated. All right, folks, we're going to take our break, and we'll be back for the start of the third period if we have one. Thanks for watching Seawolves Hockey Live. Welcome back to Seawolves Hockey Live, everyone. We are just about 2 minutes before the start of the three as we listen to the Stony Brook theme song once again.
Let's just keep it going. We'll talk over this and
Sure. I always like to hear my own creations anyway. So. All right, Trevor's down there fixing that camera. We love that back view that we get from the back of the net, and that initial camera really adds something to the program. So, Andy, here we are. I see lots of colors on the scoreboard again, and it's the away team. The Stony Brook Seawolves are going to have a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes.
It's really interesting how that second period went down. And as you're looking at these numbers here, there's one number that jumps out at you, and it's that 61. That is the penalty minutes for Delaware. 13 penalties for 61 minutes, including a ton of misconducts and I'm sure there's going to be some people thrown out
some
of
tossings,
this game.
yeah.
I mean, there has to be at this point, because that was just absolute insanity that went down in that second period.
Yeah, and I just happened to walk past the referee room and kind of take a walk in there and see how the refs are holding up, and they're just shaking their heads too. And you
can't plan for something like this to happen, though. That's the thing. Like that's just this is a freak occurrence. Most games do not devolve into this.
Yeah, it looks like a extreme fighting contest where they're also playing hockey.
Yeah, I mean, we were joking before we got on the air about how many minutes were played without a penalty being called, and I don't think you can legitimately make a case for that, because
they weren't minutes, they were seconds.
If you're lucky, it might have been nanoseconds.
All right, the Seawolves are making their way back on the ice. Delaware is yet to come out. And a lot of people in the cafeteria area watching the football game right now. But they'll be heading on back in soon, and we'll get this third period going as soon as Delaware gets on the ice. Referee Bendies is over there talking to the Stony Brook coaching staff. Head coach for Delaware is on the bench, and we're just awaiting Delaware to get out on the ice. And here they come. I'm just trying to see if now, I guess Redgate, Michael Redgate didn't get thrown out of the game. I thought he got a game misconduct. He got the 5-minute and the 10-minute misconduct. I thought he was thrown out of the game. Maybe I'm not reading something right, because I thought I heard Jim Maritano said he got a game misconduct. No, I thought he said game misconduct. Yeah, so 17 is in the penalty box as well. I don't know what 17's in there for. Oh, he's serving the 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, the Toriano penalty, right. Toriano got 2 minutes at the end of that period. And now Toriano's been replaced, folks. The backup goaltender is in.
This is
Porticello from East Center Moriches, New York, out here on Long Island. And he will take over the net minding. And I'm not sure if there's any other tossings. Seems to be everybody on the bench.
I mean, both benches might be a little short if they do toss.
Somebody is going. Yeah, Devin Palmieri is going. So Devin Palmieri for the Seawolves has been. He's done. He's gone. Oh, Toriano. Okay, Toriano got a game misconduct. Okay, and Patterson too. Okay, Patterson is that number 4 defenseman who's 6'5". And hasn't seen a lot of ice.
And now he's not going to see any more tonight either.
So Palmieri is the only one who got tossed for the Seawolves, as far as we can tell.
And now you just want to try to get through these next 20 minutes as quickly as possible.
But I think Bendy's is going, and he might be looking to throw somebody out, maybe somebody else.
And you see he's talking with Coach Antonio there.
Yeah.
And it's just, he might also be warning the coaches now that if things get out of hand again, it's going to get a lot worse. So we now see Delaware players pleading a case. Looks like they want someone from Stony Brook to be given the game as well.
No, actually, they're pointing something further down the ice.
Going to see where they're pointing down. Well, the door looks like it's okay. I had no idea.
One of the rink people are by the door right now. Now they're coming back out to check.
Maybe the door isn't secure, so if somebody gets knocked into that, and they're going to go out of the rink, and that's.
No, hold on. Referee Bendy's is walking around now. He's asking somebody in the rink to leave.
Those are the Stony Brook reserves.
Yeah. That's odd. One of them was up here doing our camera, I think.
Yeah. I think two of them were.
Yeah, so now the Stony Brook guy is gone. Our camera guys are gone. So
that's why we have Trevor. Trevor's Mr. Everything.
Trevor will run one camera, and we'll see. We'll see what we get. All right, I think we're all settled down.
We're finally going to get this third period underway. Maybe. That was a bizarre sequence. I'm actually curious why they asked the Stony Brook reserves to vacate the area. But now we're going to get started, and it looks like we're going to play 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes.
All right.
They'll still have a 2.5 minute.
Where we go. So Stony Brook up by the score of 6-1, and right now have that 5-on-3. Back to Kasha, and they have JT Hall back on the ice. So, Sherding with the puck. Sherding fires a shot off the post. Rebound loose, and a shot by Riccardi hit the other post. Puck came right back to him. Riccardi holds. Get to Kasha. Kasha over to Sherding with a one-timer. Oh, just deflected wide by Stemke. Kasha controls.
Trying to get some quick shots on.
Riccardi lost it, but Kasha picks it up. Back over to Sherding. Sends a low shot. Deflection. Save. By Ponticello. On the deflection. This puck doesn't get out. Back to the point. Kasha will get it over to Riccardi. Riccardi down low to Stemke off his stick. Stemke controls. Back out to Sherding. Blast scores! Put it right past Ponticello on a slap shot. Stony Brook 7. Delaware 1.
And I don't think Ponticello saw that.
All right, be cool. Here comes, what's his name?
And we're going to watch that. There's Stemke. He just lets it rip. And you see Ponticello, he's not happy that he didn't get that
Thanks
one.
for helping out.
So that's a minute 5 into this period, and they've already added one.
All righty. Helping us out on the camera, Chris Molnar. All right, Stony Brook still enjoying that.
Now 6-goal lead.
5-minute power play down to 3:20. Able to capitalize on that 5-on-3. Back to the point to Cartwright. Cartwright over to Kasha. Quick pass over to Ossowski, but off the mark. And fire all the way down. Yoda will hold it up as Kasha comes back to get it. We're down to 18:21 to go in the third period. Cross-size feed over to Osaski. Osaski controls on the wall. Back up to Cartwright. Cartwright will move to the center of the ice. Send it down low to Crockett, who got robbed by Ponticello. Good save. Crockett picks up the pass from Kasha. Kalila will send it. Oh, lost it, now picked it back up. Osaski will pick it up and get it up the wall to Kasha. Kasha across to Cartwright. Cartwright will send it down the slot area to Crockett. Back to Cartwright. Cartwright sends a low pass, trying to get a deflection, but it was kicked to the corner. Osaski. Oh, there's that famous corner. That stick gets caught in there.
Many a stick have gotten lost in there.
This is Osaski. Back to, oh, he was trying to get that puck. Kalilo trying to get it to Osaski. And nice feed. Osaski controls, sends it down. Back out to the neutral zone, all the way back into Seawolves' end. 1:53 to go in the man advantage for Stony Brook.
And even if they don't score another goal here, their power play was still a success. They're still 3 for 7 on the game.
Yep.
And any more power play goals they score in the next minute and a half is just gravy.
Back to the point. Sherding on another shot. Hard shot. Save. Sherding will walk it in. Sends it across to Stemke. Fires it. Oh, good save by Ponticello.
And they've already taken 7 shots this period in the first 3 minutes of change.
Murphy with the puck. Drops it back. Back to Sherding. Sherding controls it. And JT Hall fires it. Knocked down with a high stick, but picked back up for the clear by Delaware, so the whistle was waved off. Murphy through the neutral zone with Riccardi. This is Murphy walking in, coming behind the net to Stemke. Stemke will send it up the wall to point to Sherding. Stemke back to Sherding. Sherding makes a move, walks in, loses it. Back to Stemke at the point. Down to the last 40. Stemke sends it down to Sherding. Sherding sends it back to Stemke. Loose puck and fired all the way down.
And down to the last 30 seconds on the 5-minute major. So Redgate's getting ready to get out of the box.
Oh, and a giveaway here.
There we go.
We're going to penalty.
We get a trip here.
McCarty's going to go for a trip. So Delaware will go on the power play. 17 seconds to go. Some 4-on-4 action. Next week, Stony Brook on the road. Central Oklahoma. 2 tough games. Face-off won by Delaware. And Bozer was able to knock it down. Here comes Crockett with Bozer. Break it to the net. Bozer with the deflection into the netting. Yeah. And we have Joe Admirand up here too, helping us out. So got Molnar and Admirand up here. Newbies. Appreciate them helping us out. That shot was a save by Ponticello again, and Seawolves keeping that puck in. Right now, Delaware on the power play.
And this is their 4th of the game. After all that, Delaware's had only 4 power plays in this game.
Yeah. Oh, there's a goal. Power play goal.
And the guy who drew the penalty scores it. It's Mullen. And that was a really nice puck movement by Delaware.
Delaware gets on the board for that second.
And Zucker is the one who feeds it into Mullen. Very nice play all around by Delaware.
Yep.
And the last 2 goals have been power play goals. The first by Sheridan. That's actually his 8th power play goal of the season. So he's had an incredible. He's really had an incredible season on special teams.
Yep. All righty, face-off will be in the Seawolves zone to the right of Yoda. JT Hall, Kalilo, and Stemke. And Delaware's being denied a change right now. I mean, they're already in the circle, ready to face off. I don't know, he'll be changing now. JT Hall on the draw for the Seawolves, taken by Kalilo, and his stick is being held. Saved by Yoda on the shot from the Furs. That puck's not getting out. And back up to the point. Shot whistles high over the top. Seawolves are going to take another penalty here. It's going to be on Heffernan, and Delaware just scored a power play goal, so the Seawolves can't take the pedal off yet. They got to keep the pedal down.
Yeah, they got to be careful.
I mean, with all the stoppages and the delays in this game, it's hard to keep the momentum up. All right, Delaware controls on the wall. This is Zucker. Zucker asking for the puck was Freeman. Wraparound attempt failed from Redgate. Back to Freeman at the point. Shot by Zucker over the top of the net. Redgate gets it back to Zucker. Back up to Freeman at the point. There's a one-time shot knocked down by Miller. Oh, good stick by Bozer. Got to watch out for Bozer. Seawolves able to change. Not the defense, but able to change the forwards. Oh, good stick. Here comes Stemke, and he's got Hall with him, 2-on-1. Chris Stemke to Hall. Oh!
Nice.
It just went wide, but it was going wide, but Poncello got a glove on it.
And that was a nice play by Poncello. He made Hall commit too far out, so he couldn't get a good angle.
Puck is loose. Back behind the Seawolves zone. Redgate controls. Being watched by Kasha. Now Hall will pick it up. And Hall will hold it and send it out. Zigarelli controlling the puck. His pass hit Muller and back into the Delaware zone. This is going to be an icing. Faceoff will be back in the Delaware zone. We're down to 12:38 to go in the third period. Stony Brook up at the score 7-2, and still 10 seconds to go with the man advantage for Delaware. We'll be back home here 2 weeks from Saturday, I believe, right?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, they're doing a
Rutgers.
Friday-Saturday series.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be playing right before the Super Bowl.
Right. Oh, good stick by Kasha to force that puck deep off the stick of the Niski. And this puck back into the Delaware zone. The Fair's back to get it. Zdancic with him. The Fair's sends it up to Zdancic. His pass is picked off by Murphy.
They have an offside.
We're going to have a slash on Riccardi now. He's going to go sit.
So Riccardi going off. That's his second penalty in as many minutes.
Right, now see what the Seawolves are just, basically returning the favor here because these are all the penalties that were being called on Delaware in the second period. Seawolves got to kill another 2-minute penalty. And it's been a revolving door for sure. Redgate coming down on the off wing. On the near side, pushed to the wall. Bishop trying to get it out. Zigarelli controls the puck. Up at the point, being watched by Bozer. Down low. Back up to Zigarelli. Zigarelli gets it over to Freeman. Freeman just sends it high, and Yoda gloves it down. 11:23 to go.
It's now 7-2. We're down to the last 11.5 minutes of this period. A minute 24 on the power play for Delaware. There's a lot going on right now.
Zigarelli controls it at the point. Sends it across to Freeman. Freeman to Zucker. Zucker's pass was deflected into the corner. Redgate battles down low with Bishop and Mullen. And taken away
cleared
by
down.
Crockett.
Nice play by Crockett, clearing it down, killing a good 10, 12
Crockett's
seconds
probably
on the ice.
the Seawolves, one of the Seawolves' best penalty killers.
He is. So when he was off in the penalty box earlier in the first period, you could tell that there was a little bit of a different dynamic.
Yeah. Good job by the Seawolves not allowing Delaware to get out. It's controlled by Stemke right now by playing a little four corners, keeping up more time on the clock. Kasha will fire it all the way down. Seawolves 25 to kill on the PK. Zdancik's pass off the mark. Back to Zdancik. Being watched by Stemke. Swivel move by Rabinowitz. Makes a nice drop pass. Back up to the point and a shot. Gobbled up by Yoda.
2 seconds left on the penalty kill. And Yoda's really had a strong game. Giving up only 2 goals on 28 shots.
I know.
And we're going to watch this develop. And it's good puck movement by Delaware to find the open man as DeFerris takes that quick shot.
Right off the faceoff, Niski tried to take it to the net, but the Seawolves were able to defend it. Now out of the box is Riccardi, and here comes Riccardi on the off wing. He pulls up. Nice pass over to Murphy, fires it high, left side wide.
And you know that's going to be one he wants back because he saw a lot of twine.
Sends it across to Kasha. Kasha will just fire it back behind the net. Seawolves back on the offense again. There's a feed over to Riccardi, sends a shot, it's blocked down by Zdancik. Murphy fires it, glove saved by Ponticello.
Nice play there. We're at the midway point of this period, and Ponticello's played very well, giving up just the 1 goal in the first minute, and they've been testing him as he's faced 11 shots in this period already.
Yeah. Coming in cold and doing a good job. I mean, the 1 goal he let up was a blast by Shirting.
Yeah, and I don't even know if Troiano would stop that one. That was a hard slap shot.
We got another one going on here now.
Yeah, that's Karapi and Riccardi, and they gotta separate them immediately. They got tied up by the Delaware bench, and then they just went at it.
Yeah, I heard a big bang on the wall, but I think Riccardi's going to go this time. I think he's going to be gone. Yeah.
And they look at here. Karapi's talking with his coach right now.
Karapi's going on the bench. He's not even going in the into the penalty box. Can we see a replay on that one?
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up again and see how that started.
Yeah, the puck was already down past.
Yeah, it was already way past that. It was
the play.
And like you said, we heard a hit along the boards, and then they're just tied up going at each other. I know we're seeing that Miller and Zucker are getting the explanation from the officiating crew. And they're giving Riccardi a 5-minute major.
All right, so obviously it was a boarding penalty that created the problem.
So we actually do have a shot of it.
This right here is nothing.
And watching that replay leads you to question why Karapi isn't getting any penalty minutes at all, as he had his hands around Riccardi's neck.
Yeah, well, it should have been at least a rough. But usually it's the retaliation penalty they get you for all the time. No retaliation penalty there. So the Seawolves now on the other end of the 5-minute major. But when you got guys like Bozer on the ice, you better watch out, because here he comes. This is Redgate for Delaware, pulling up, making a cross-ice feed to Freeman. Freeman sends it across. Oh, that puck bounced off of a Seawolf and almost in a vulnerable position. Kept in by Delaware. Zigarelli with the shot. No. It probably hit somebody. I don't think it hit. Here comes Bozer. Bozer's in. Oh, good play by Zigarelli. Bozer didn't realize it. 2 more strides, he was gone.
That was a really nice play there.
But he was at the end of a shift, so.
Yeah, Bozer that was a last-ditch effort to poke the puck away, and he got it.
8:21 to go in the third period. Seawolves now on a 4-minute PK. Back to Zigarelli. Zigarelli was going to take the shot, but nice job there by Stemke. Knocked that puck down.
But it's kept on the line. Nice play by Zucker.
Zigarelli, his shot was deflected. Seawolves getting in the way of those shots. 3:39 to go in the man advantage.
And here's a graphic that should, I don't know if it should shock anybody at this point or what, but there's the combined penalty minutes. That is 132 penalty minutes between the two teams.
It's only 60 minutes in a hockey game.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah. All right. This is DeFerres. Oh, almost lost it. Keeps it on his stick, looking to get a shot off, but he's being watched by Stemke. Seawolves need a clear here so they get a line change. Shot! Gobbled up by Yoda.
That will suffice just as well.
And that'll get the line change if they need it. I'm not sure if they want to make the change now, but everybody's good. They'll stay on.
And they need to win a faceoff, clear it down. That's going to, in addition to killing off 10, 15 seconds, that'll give them enough time to get the lines changed.
On the draw against Niski. Niski wins it. Good play by Sherding. He'll get it over to Kasha. Kasha will try to get it out.
He waited too long, and then looked like Redgate was right on top of him.
Nice play by, way to go, Kasha, on that play to get Hall the puck. Hall making a move, almost. And Zdanzik trying to rough up Hall, but Niski with a frisky move. This is Hall being watched by Zdanzik. Hall skating in. Wraparound attempt on the backhander. Now Crockett. Hall will come off and Bozer will come back on.
And Hall had a very strong shift there.
Back out in front. Knocked down. Good block by Bozer.
Bozer's had a very strong defensive game. He's blocked a few shots on the penalty kill and really upped his team on this very long penalty.
6:18, actually 6:10 to go in the third period. And that shot sails wide. And that was a clear all the way down. 1:45 to go in the 5-minute major for Delaware. That pass is out of reach. Into the Seawolf zone. Parker Bishop after it. Redgate picks it up and he slammed to the board, slammed to the floor by Bishop.
And Redgate was trying to get a wraparound, and because he got cleared out by Bishop, didn't even get a puck on net.
1:12 to go in the man advantage. Pass to Zucker. Zucker is in through the neutral zone. On the off wing, pulls up. Back to the point to Freeman. Freeman trying to get a shot. Low shot off the pads of Yoda. Good defensive play by Bishop, able to get that puck out to the neutral zone. Yoda comes out to grab it.
Zingarelli had gotten around Miller and Bishop and was about to.
Nobody wants to take a penalty anymore. They
No.
just want to basically just.
We're in the last 5 minutes. They just want this game to go as quickly as possible. And any penalty that might be perceived as being taken, even if it's a questionable call, they're going to call it because just for the sake of not getting anybody.
All right, face off to the right of Yoda. Won by Delaware, back to the point. Over to Hawk. Hawk sends a shot. Pad save by Yoda. Back to Hawk again. Sends another one for deflection. It bounced off a couple of players. Did not get through. Wrist shot from the point by Anderson.
We got an update from the Georgia Dome. It is 44-15 in favor of the Falcons.
Wow.
And there's 9.5 minutes left in that game.
And that puck is fired all the way around. Get out. No, Hawk keeps it in. JT Hall still on a penalty kill. 7-2.
It's for another 4 seconds and then it's over. They successfully killed a 5-minute major, giving up no goals.
And that puck got loose in front of the net, but Yoda was able to save it. This is Colillo to Stemke. All even up. Colillo with the backhander.
Ball got dumped down.
Paul's complaining because he got dumped too.
He got hit by DeFers and got upended.
At this particular point in time, I'd be putting my fourth line out there right now. I'd let them finish the game.
And especially if you're...
There's a shot right on goal, saved by Yoda. With down to 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third period. Dumped in by Colillo. Colillo's being ridden to the board by Zucker. Zucker's helmet comes flying off.
We're down to the last 3:10 here. And with the exception of the play between Karapi and Riccardi, it's actually been a decently clean period in terms of not taking a gazillion penalties.
You know, there's a potential that these two teams are going to meet up again.
Yep.
It'll be in the playoffs, probably. But they will probably meet up again.
And that's going to be a matchup you'll definitely want to be tuned in for.
Seawolves still battling. This fourth line is out there now. Linker, we're out there with Crockett and Bozer. And good job by the coach to kind of change it up and mix it up a little bit. Bozer will send it in. Folks are down to 2:45 to go in the third. Seawolves still keeping the pressure on. Bozer will keep it in. Here comes Redgate through the neutral zone. He's held up, knocked down.
That was a big hit there by Stony Brook, and they're sending out the message that you're not going to punk us in this game.
All right, Schlegel on now. From the Bozer feed, back to the point to Heffernan. Heffernan will send it down to Schlegel. Schlegel will turn back to Heffernan. Heffernan will just send it down the wall. It's actually knocked down by Muller. And back into the Delaware zone. Schlegel, Osowski, and Galley on for the Seawolves. Puck out of the zone. Seawolves just banging that puck out, not allowing Delaware to get in the zone. Now it's turnover. This is Niski. Shot. Steered away. That's from Mazzella. Freeman back behind in it to Niski. Oh, swing and a broken stick. And fired out by the Seawolves. Down to 1:14 to go.
Seawolves make the change, and as we're down to the last minute 10 here. I'm sure some people are saying it's really good that this game ended, because if it was any longer, who knows what would happen.
Bozer has a chance. Here comes Bozer. Oh! Almost. Good save by Ponticello. We're down to the last 50. The Seawolves are going to sweep. That's the weekend.
And split the season.
From the Delaware hands and take a 3-1 lead, actually. They split in Delaware. Oh, they lost both in Delaware. Okay, so by 1 goal, right? So they'll split the season and take the weekend series.
And this is a big statement win before going out to Central Oklahoma.
Oh, Bozer's going to walk in. Oh, tripped into the goaltender. Oh.
Bozer was a little slow to get up. And they're trying to get a penalty shot here.
I'm not sure what he's going to call.
We'll see. This is
yeah. Why put salt in the wounds? You know?
Yeah, with 15.2 seconds left, they're going to call one less penalty.
Call it a penalty and let the 15 seconds end.
And we're going to get the replay here. He got. It was kind of. He kind of took a stick to the back, and then as it came down, that's what knocked him over. And if you had to guess, I'm pretty sure everybody on both teams had to visit the penalty box at least once in this game.
Yep. All right, down to the last 15 to go. Face off, one back by the Seawolves. Miller will just hoist it back in. Down to the last 10. Almost. And the Seawolves will walk away with 2 convincing wins. And that's it. Final score, Stony Brook 7, University of Delaware 2. Final shots on goal, 45 for the Seawolves, 33 for the Blue Hens.
And I'll give Ponticello a lot of credit coming in cold in the third period and stopping 12 of 13.
Yeah, and his team is really congratulating him because he did a heck of a job coming in. And Seawolves congratulating Yoda on 2 good wins. These 2 teams, like I said, they battle hard. They play each other really hard, and then, you know, shake hands at the end. And they'll probably meet up in the playoffs, no doubt.
And that'll be a fun matchup.
Thanks
for
to our
everybody.
2 camera guys who helped us out today. Appreciate it very much. And Seawolves on the road next week. Couple of big games, so we'll find out how they do. On behalf of Andy Sukoff, Trevor, this is Andy Mignani signing off. Thanks for tuning in and watching Seawolves Hockey Live.